at the house. Jake is actually sweeping out the shop so that way we can put my decor in there. Everything's in totes, so I'm a little worried about the heat getting to them, but we'll see what happens. Worst case, guess we gotta go shopping for new fall decor. But anyways, so these are the colors that we ended up picking out. So we're thinking about this for the whole house. So this, as far as like the main area. So for the kitchen, this is an open layout. So for the living room, this universal khaki. So this was like the color of the year last year. And I don't know if it's going to be too dark. So we'll see. I wanted yellow for my craft room slash office. And I wanted something that would still kind of like match the colors, but I'm really set on yellow. So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna feel about this. So we did buy samples of all of them because I'm like, I would rather pay $9 for a sample than like $100 for a can of paint and then I don't like it. So it's technically this room that you see behind. So it's supposed to be a dining room, but honestly our kitchen is big enough that we can fit a really nice sized table to fit many people at that. Your girl needs her space. So we'll have a guest bedroom, room to grow hopefully, and then my craft room, and then our main bedroom. So this will be the guest bedroom. My friend requested brown and it's her room apparently. So brown it is, which I'm good with. It's cute. And then this will be our room color. And we're gonna use both of these colors though for the other bedroom. So that's her color palette. Now, they did a terrible job painting. Like, it's really bad when you start looking. They didn't take anything off. They clearly did not take their time because like everything has paint marks on it, like literally everything. So we're also thinking that we're gonna have to just repaint the trim and the ceilings. So we are talking literally like they wasted their time repainting this entire house. Like, I'd rather you just not do it if you ain't gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? So okay, just to like show you guys the stuff that I'm talking about. You can't really tell on the walls when I show you, but like there's definitely streaks. Like there should have been another coat put on. So we'll start there. But let me show you some of the other stuff. We have a nice just paint streak there. And when you go to the baseboards and stuff, yes, there's dirt, of course, but like you can literally see the paint on the floor. These here, like this, you can see the streaks. See that? Like they just did not care. And all of the light fixtures literally look like this, which that's an ugly light fixture. We're gonna change it. But it's just everywhere in the house that it's a terrible job. So we're gonna start in the master. And the master is going to be this Rookwood dark green. So that's what it looks like on the top. Also, this paintbrush was like $2, so whatever, is what it is. So like, I'm assuming like, no judgments here, okay? Because we're just seeing what this color is like. This paintbrush definitely sucks.
This is also like cheap paint, you know?
Yeah. So between textured and everything else, tales of woe, I think what we're gonna do is go back to the drawing board and figure out what to do. Right now, this is what the color looks like. The other thing is I think we're gonna test it with a roller. And we're also wondering to get a light sander just to sand the walls a little bit because it said that helps to take down the sheen and see if it will help the paint to lay a little bit down. We're gonna go tonight, we're gonna get a roller, just something cheap that we can test, and we'll come back this week. So, like the rest of our day, wink, wink. So I guess we're headed to Walmart. You know, sometimes that's just life. It just doesn't go like you plan, and that's okay. We had a wonderful day yesterday. Today was a little more testing of patience, but overall, we had fun. And we got to come back out to the house, and Jake got the shop swept out and dreaming about it. So just embrace sometimes those hard days, and it's okay. Hey guys, welcome to take 2 2 since Saturday did not go as planned. Right now, Jake is actually out there. He is putting away Nancy's Christmas decor. There is a lot, guys. I like my decor. I'm like my granny. But we had the cleaners come in today. They got here about 1 and they left about 5:30ish. And let me tell you, they did a 10 out of 10 job. So, Northwest Arkansas, if you need a recommendation, I got you. Look at them clean lines. But we're gonna finally test out the sample since we didn't get to Saturday. And it's gonna be a quick trip here tonight because we do gotta get back to our apartment where we're still living. Ooh.
I actually like that.
I love this. That is so pretty. Guys,
This is it.
this is it. And this is the one I was unsure about, and I'm unsure about the one in our bedroom. So this whole room's gonna be this color here. For the sake of not painting a bunch of crap though, I painted the white that we're gonna put in the spare bedroom here. So this whole room is just gonna be this color. But this white is going to go on the walls above the shiplap that we're gonna paint this color. So I'm trying to debate if we do this green, what color do we paint the bathrooms and the closet? So I tested the white out in here too, just to see what it would look like. But we also have this closet that I thought about painting the brown color, but at the same time, like, wouldn't that get too dark in here? Oh, there you guys go. So that's what the whole house pretty much looks like. I am in love with this color. Okay, so this is the yellow. This is not quite the yellow that I was expecting it to be. So this color I'm not as entertained about, but I think we're gonna try to compare it to what was in my mind. I have a photo of it and just kind of go off of that. So this one's still kind of wet, but this is the brown. So I think I'm happy with this. Once it would dry, it would look a little bit more dull, but. Okay, guys, so needless to say, we have had some time to talk about what we want to do as far as paint goes. For sure, that universal khaki is it. Let me tell you, I understand why it was the color of the year last year because she is everything. The green, little questionable still, but I think once we paint the whole room, I think it will look better. I think what's happening is the color behind it still kind of coming through and throwing off the way the color looks. As well as I think it's just the fact that it's so shiny and this is just a paint sample. Like, this is not the real paint that we're going to use. So I think once we get the real paint, I think I'm really going to like it, because when I keep comparing the colors online and looking and things like that, I'm just like, this has to be it though when I look at others. The yellow, I actually wanted something more yellow and I was scared it was going to be too much. And honestly, I don't like the fact it's so pale. So we're just going to embrace it and we're going to go hard with the yellow. It's going to be butter yellow. The brown, guys, it's a no-go. It just straight up looks like poop. Literally. So I've been doing some research on different brown colors. So once we go to this paint store, hopefully we'll get a better idea. I'm actually hoping I can get up there in the meantime this week before we go up there this weekend, just to kind of get a better idea and grab a few more samples to figure out what it is that we want. So please stay tuned, and we'll have our next part of actually purchasing appliances and hopefully picking out those final paint colors. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you continue on this journey with us.